another careful production.
Guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel. I missed you guys. Not gonna lie. But let's just say I had one of the best weekends of my life last weekend. That's why I wasn't here. So I got my hair done last Wednesday, which is why we couldn't do a show. But real recap of the weekend. So I flew out to Indiana, see Natty Baps on Thursday. Degeneracy. Saturday went to Notre Dame versus Clemson. Fuck Clemson, Notre Dame, go Irish. What are you talking about? Then Sunday, degeneracy, passed out on my boy Corbin's couch. a lot of the let's say a hangover caught up to me, and I was just knocked out. So, but that was so fun. Monday, flew out to New Orleans, watched my Ravens beat the Saints live. My first ever Ravens game. I was so excited. I was so happy. It took a lot to get there. That's a different story for another day. But when we got there, it was still good time, good vibes. Gumbo is amazing. It was amazing. The whole vibe. New Orleans as a city, ambiance is great. It was just humid as shit. So that was the main thing. I got back yesterday. And I worked today. We here though. Anything you want to add, Natural?
Just if you notice the energy levels of today's show, because like when we said the past 2 days, we woke up at 4 a.m. Like Monday woke up at 4 a.m. Tuesday woke up at 4 a.m. and was flying across the country and shit like that. It's just sometimes that traveling shit catches up to you, but we here, we energized, we're good, we're all ready for week 10. It's crazy. I was already week 10 in the NFL season. But we rally per usual. That's my phrase. And that's what we did this weekend. We rallied, and that's what we do for the show. Especially, we got 4 teams on bye. So we got 14 games instead of 13. Last week was a little bit of a weird scheduling. It was like 8 1 o'clock games and then like 2 1 p.m. games. 4 o'clock. It was like, let's not do that. This time is a little bit more spaced out. I think because we also got this week we got a London game or Germany. We got a game in Germany this week. So another, I think the last 9 a.m. ish kind of game. The Seahawks Bucks. We'll get there when we get to it. But per usual, we ask you a couple things. Per usual, gotta drop a like, gotta subscribe if you're new. Shout out to my students on the VAR. A lot of them subscribe because they were not new subscribers. And then you gotta tell their friends to tell their friends. Because we're just trying to grow the Shabazz family out. We're trying to grow the family. But without further ado, hold on. For the first time in a minute, let's get right.
Oh, I'm about to rip the shirt. I was feeling inspired. So boom, Thursday, tomorrow actually, which is crazy. We're traveling all day. Today is Wednesday. It's crazy. Tomorrow's Thursday, which starts week 10. Falcons at Carolina Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like last week, in fact, like 2 weeks ago when they played, it was close, but I think that was because Marcus Mariota mistakes. I feel like this time around with Cordero Patterson, he gets a touchdown. I think Kyle Pitts gets into the end zone. I think we gonna see a good balanced team from the Falcons this time around. And the defense is gonna lock in and not let DJ Moore have a Hail Mary at the end of the game. And plus, PJ Walker's confidence is definitely shook after being benched last week to Baker, bum ass Baker. And I think that I don't know, it doesn't work out right now. And give me the Falcons. Probably won't be a blowout because obviously division, but definitely probably about like 6 or 7 points.
Ah man, this has every markings of a Panthers win. Um, as much as I hate the Falcons, I hate the Panthers a little bit more for personal reasons. Um, I'm going with the Falcons as well. I think the Falcons have an identity. The Falcons know what they want to do. They want to run the ball. They want to control the line of scrimmage, and they typically just want to have Cordell. Like him coming back makes that team not unnecessarily unstoppable, but when it comes to running the ball, that's what they want to do. And score Daryl Patterson is probably one of the best weapons in the entire league. And Mariota and him have a chemistry. They have an underrated chemistry about themselves. So I think the Falcons score just a little bit more because you can't like the Panthers defense for the past couple of games has not been great. They've been averaging like 34 points allowed the past couple of games. I mean, yeah, you go against a buzzsaw Cincinnati on the road, but you also go against Atlanta, the same Atlanta Falcons team twice, like from 2 weeks ago, which was one of the best underrated games of the year. PJ Walker has some flashes, but on a short week, can he muster up something? Because his confidence definitely was shaking from last time, from Sunday. Cincinnati had him on clamps. The Falcons don't have the defense of Cincinnati, but I think the Falcons have more weapons than the Panthers do at this moment in time. And I think the Falcons squeak out a victory. Squeak it out. Like a field goal to win it with Young Wei Koo.
Okay. So Germany, it's the start of Sunday games. Wow, it's crazy. Seahawks Bucks are the home team, but it's honestly no home team. First of all, I like what they try to do. They're trying to expand the product all over. We definitely need a game in Africa. I would love to see a game in Africa one day. That would be fine. But I digress. Give me in an upset Seattle. I feel like right now they're the better team. I think they know what they just like similar to the Falcons. They know what they want to do. They want to run the ball, control the clock, and Gino doesn't have to be spectacular, but he can make enough plays, especially now that he kind of got his swagger back. You know, he's matured into a great man that we see right now, and that takes a lot of like mental strength because you was able to bust. He was a backup for several teams, and now you're the guy. And well, for the foreseeable, I guess for this season, maybe next season, who knows if they draft another quarterback? Who knows? But for right now, he's the guy in Seattle. And to be honest, Tampa got lucky last week because the Rams were playing extremely conservative. I think Pete Carroll, and plus the Bucks cannot stop the run anymore. Like the vaunted Bucks defense, who had a reputation of stopping the run, that's not it no more. That's not where it is right now. Kenneth Walker is real. He's emerging into a top 10 back in the league, well deserved, and he's probably going to go off. But definitely the secondary of the Bucks is going to be tested with DK and Tyler Lockett probably getting a touchdown apiece. So give me the Seattle Seahawks.
I agree. Everything that you are saying right now, I'm like speaking your language. And you know what's insane? I called the Bucks demise months ago, since like week 2. I've called it. I was like, the Bucks are not them. And it's a damn shame that my Saints aren't them either right now. But I want chaos. I want problems. And Seattle. Me and Seattle have a tumultuous past. There's been a lot of pain in the past, with Seattle and myself. The Saints, especially back in like 2015, we had a chance to do some things, and we were losing to you guys by 8 points. I don't know. I just think that Seahawks play Tom Brady tough. Now, this ain't the same Legion of Boom, but the defense for Seattle, their turnaround has been insane. Because like the first 6 games of the season, everyone's like, "Oh, you could Seahawks defense, they can't stop anybody. You could just score on them, and it's fine." Recently, they're just stepping up slowly but surely. Then it's kind of where like the middle of the season, and they always say this: defense, running game. Those two travel. Kenneth Walker is probably right now a top 10 back. Not even probably. Right now, he is a top 10 back. And something interesting I found out through Colin Cowherd, shout out to FS1, he scored, he leads the league in touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So, that's insane. Where you think people get exhausted and get tired. No, he kicks it up to another gear, and the Bucks can't stop the run. The only reason why they beat the Rams last week is because the Rams can't run on anybody. Rams can't run to save their life. But Seahawks, they want to run the ball. They want to. They crave running the ball. So give me Seattle and an upset, even though it's not really an upset because right now the Seahawks are definitely the better team. Vikings at Buffalo, 1 p.m.
Kirk Cousins, go.
1 p.m. Kirk Cousins. This is one of those things where an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Because here's the thing. Buffalo at home
It's scary.
is damn near the best team in NFL history. They're a juggernaut. They score on everybody, no matter who it is. And even week one was a road game, but it was really a Buffalo game because Bills fans travel everywhere. 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins, man. There's something swaggering about them boys. Now, my pick is only because it's fuck Buffalo on this side, because I want the Ravens to have the better seed. I love Josh Allen. We here at Shabazz TV, we've been saying Josh Allen for MVP since the beginning of the summer. Josh Allen MVP. But right now, he's been turning the ball over a lot. Way too much for my comfort. Now, this would be the type of game that he pulls all right, this is one of the best teams in the NFC. Let me flex on him real quick. However, I think the Vikings got it. The Vikings can stop not everything, but hey, the passing defense for the Vikings. Non-Curtis Samuel bomb at you see that touchdown last week.
The ref.
If that, not that aside, there hasn't been a lot of big plays allowed on that Vikings defense.
And Harrison Smith low-key has a pick in 3 straight games. That's low-key slept on too.
And the last thing I'll say, and I'll pass it off to you. You might mention it. I don't know. Josh Allen injury. That elbow. I don't give a fuck about your elbow, whatever that meme is. The UCL, is a weird injury, especially for a quarterback. But your throwing arm having an elbow issue. It's kind of a little bit worse than Matthew Stafford, because we talk about Matthew Stafford happening is near training camp. That should happen. But this is middle of the season. Yeesh. Now, who knows what's gonna happen? Josh Allen might just say, "Fuck it, we ball." But and we have Vikings. And the leading factor, the last thing I pass it on, 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins is really the GOAT. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was rolling with the Vikings regardless. I saw this game, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's lit." But part of me is realistic, non-Vikings fan to the side. I feel right now Vikings are playing better football because second half against Green Bay, and that last week against the Jets were two bad like outings. First half, like Colin Coward, shout out to Colin Coward. He keeps making this analogy that the Bills are Mike Tyson. Like they can't win close. They cannot. They squeaked out again, win against my Ravens. That was our fault mainly. And then they had the ball last against the Chiefs, and they forced Von Miller forced an interception, Patrick Mahomes, which rarely happens. But I think that Darius Smith will be a factor in this game. And Harrison Smith will get another interception. I think that, but that's not like a lot. But I definitely think he'll make his presence felt. And the injury of Josh Allen is definitely a concern because he likes to throw the ball. He loves to throw the ball. They have no running game. They have James Cook, Devin Singletary. You know, they're pretty average. James Cook's a rookie, so from rookie aside. But, like, they tried for years to start establishing the run game, but they've never done it. It's always been Josh Allen this and Josh Allen that. And that's not okay. And I think that Dalvin Cook, you know, has a good showing. Like he had a little stinker last week in terms of the rushing yard, but catching the rock, he definitely has an impact. And Justin Jefferson is Justin Jefferson. I know Trey White probably recovering him, but Justin Jefferson is still Justin Jefferson. So give me the Vikings. It's probably going to be close because it is Buffalo, and Buffalo is crazy. Buffalo home field is insane, but it's cold as shit. I don't know how about that. But remember what Kirk Cousins gonna be icy. Hey.
I see.
Word.
I see.
But both teams in this game, and NFC North showdown, Justin Fields versus the Lions. And I think that the Lions lucked up last week. It's probably going to be a high-scoring game because both defenses are trash. I know, like, don't let the Lions fool you from last week's anomaly. Like, no, they're not. Like, in the first half, before Aaron Rodgers threw three interceptions, actually. But, like, they were moving the ball, had goal-to-goal situations twice, and threw picks. I think because they can't run the ball, the Bears can, and they will. So I'm rolling with the Bears on this side. I'm a huge fan of Justin Fields. I think, hey, relax. I think the Bears run the ball for Fields, Herbert, and Montgomery. Probably get like 200 combined yards as a team again. And Chase Claypool probably gets his first touchdown as a Bear this week as well. So, and Cole Kmet continues the streak of back-to-back 3 straight games with a touchdown. That's my.
I agree. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to bro, Justin Football Fields, man. Hey, Justin Fields, first 5 weeks looked Basota, looked trash, looked garbage. But now I don't know what happened with the Eberflus. Shout out to him. He's a defensive minded, but he's like, yo, we got a good guy. Sorry. We have a good player. Let's utilize him. Like, let's utilize his athleticism while we still can. And I think that's paying dividends. Give Chicago. I think it's gonna be one of those high scoring games. Definitely give me the over for sure. The last couple of weeks with the Bears, man. Before we continue, I typically don't try to do this. But I looked at the injury report I should have done it beforehand. I'm going to change one of my picks. Give me the Panthers to beat the Falcons at home on Thursday night.
Why?
AJ Terrell not being there is brutal. It's brutal. Also, Chuba Hubbard coming back. Dante Jackson, the corner, is coming back. Chenault back. Like the Panthers offense and this team is coming back healthy on a short week. I just think, hey, they might be riding that little high of like, oh, we got a chance to win in an NFC South still if they can win. And I love chaos. So I'm changing my. I typically don't try to do this, but give me the Panthers. But sorry, that was just the one thing. But we can move on. Jags at Chiefs. Oof. Oof for both teams. Chiefs escaped last week. Malik Willis, he's still raw. He had some great throws. There was moments where he threw I was like, okay, go ahead.
Receivers
And
dropped it.
his receivers let him down. Jags can score, but they have a turnover problem. Trevor Lawrence, he keeps turning their fumbles, picks. He somehow, someway always is turning the ball over. But they showed fantastic resolve last week to come back against Las Vegas. But Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes at home and damn near unbeatable. I think the spread is 9.5.
It is 9.5.
It's like I don't like. We'll talk a little spoiler alert. I think Jacksonville covers because I think they just might do like a little late rally and pull up. But I don't know if it's there might be something. There might be something. Travis Etienne might have something to say about this Chiefs because the Titans in the first half ran the ball effectively against them. Derrick Henry is the GOAT. Obviously, he's the GOAT. But Etienne's not a bad running back at all. So give me the Chiefs. We're gonna talk about it later, but the Chiefs there's a recipe, and I talk about it a lot. There's a recipe to beat these teams, the higher power teams. Run the ball, keep those offenses off the field. You keep those offenses off the field, hey, anything can happen. So give me the Chiefs first.
See,
Uh-oh.
I love K. No. I'm going with the Chiefs, but before as I talk about it, I feel like I would not be surprised if the Jags pull off an upset.
No. You knew.
Because when the Jags are on, when they're on timing, they can compete with anybody. They got trouble starting that fire. But when the fire is lit for Jacksonville, they can go down the field with Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk, Zay Jones. Like the receiving core of it's a solid B plus. No, there's no A receivers, but there's solid B and B plus receivers there. So secondary of the Chiefs is still shaky. I don't care if Trent McDuffie had his first game and he didn't allow a single catch. Bro, he's playing Patrick Willis who only completed 5 passes to tight ends. I'm not jacking that. Real test would be against this team. I'm not even trying to say that, but Travis Etienne has back-to-back games of over a 150 scrimmage yards and a touchdown. I think he makes his presence early and often, and I wouldn't be surprised if he broke one off for 65 yards. But at the end, you got to go with the Chiefs because they're at home. Jags probably do a backside cover like you mentioned, but they're at home. They're all for a good win against the Titans Sunday night. And, I just think that Patrick Mahomes has another 300-yard game, 400-yard game, and a couple touchdowns. Because he didn't have a touchdown last week. He didn't. Did he? No. He did to McCall Harmon. Sorry. But, he tried to get Kelsey a touchdown. Definitely gets a touchdown. And maybe Juju gets a touchdown as well. But they got to run the ball better as well because Patrick Mahomes can't be it's different for Lamar and Jalen Hurts because that's their identity, and Justin Fields, that's their identity. Not because they're black, but that's because the scheme was around them. Patrick Mahomes, they gotta get CEH, Jerick McKinnon, Pacheco, those are solid running backs. They gotta try to get one of them or all of them some touches this game around. So give me the Chiefs as well with you. Now, this game, as soon as I saw it and I was doing the banners, something in my spirit tells me to pick the upset. And that's what I'm going to do. Give me the Browns upset alert over the Dolphins, and here is why. Because, one, they're rested. They're off for bye. And the main reason, Nick Chubb. If y'all allow Justin Fields himself to go for 170, I would not be surprised because the offensive line of the Browns is one of the best in the league. I would not be surprised if Nick Chubb does not go for a buck 80, 200 yards. And they still got Kareem Hunt, who's had like a very little shaky couple of weeks. Like beginning of the season was kind of like touchdown threat, touchdown that, but lately he hasn't. But he hasn't been traded. He's still a part of the offense. And I feel like this is a game where he gets a passing touchdown and even maybe a rushing touchdown. Nick Chubb has like 200 yards, but Kareem Hunt steals all the touchdowns. And Amari Cooper is getting better and better with Jacoby Brissett. He's been a very high caliber receiver, and everyone thought that he's gonna be trash because he's on the Browns, but he's been pretty solid. And I know they got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but Tua's been throwing a lot of ducks. He's been throwing a lot of air balls. And I was saying it last week with you and Corbett against the Bears, bro. If the Bears, if they have a better secondary, bro, those are interceptions. But it's just Tyreek having to come back for those catches. Jalen Waddle have to come back for those catches. Eventually, he's going to sneak up to you. And Myles Garrett is going to remind folks that he's him. So, all that aside, give me the Browns in an upset win over the Dolphins.
I agree.
Yo, buckle up! Yo.
I made bets just now on FanDuel. And I was like, yo, 10 set, hold on. Hold on. And I'm like, I'm looking at the spread, 3.5. I'm like,
That's a lot.
A lot. And there's a recipe to beating these teams.
Defense, running game.
Defense and running game. What they did Monday night a few weeks ago against Cincinnati, played fantastic defense, ran the ball. That's all you need to do. Jacoby Brissett, you don't got to do much. You do not have to do much. All you got to do is, hand the ball off to those the backs that you got. 2 beasts of the backs. That's all you got. Now, the Dolphins definitely, this either is going to be a blowout or the Browns win. No in between. No in between. Because the offense for Miami is crazy. And Bradley Chubb coming on, like he might not have he didn't have the immediate impact like Roquan Smith did for you guys, but there's a reason why he's one of the upper echelon pass rushers. So, but I just think the Browns take it to the trenches and run the ball and play nasty defense. That's all I really got. There's a feeling. I got it. Now, are you gonna
my spirit, bro? I don't know. I was just like, I saw it yesterday. I was like, oh. I still like as much as obviously Tua's black. We ride for our black QBs, bro. I don't know, bro. Something tells me though, like, because they haven't lost when he played a full game. They haven't lost when he plays a full game. But to be fair, he should have lost to Baltimore, and they should have lost to the Bills. But the Bills sold it back, and the Ravens sold it back. The team is beatable. The Bears should have won that game last week, and I was standing on that hill. And we both, as soon as that PI was not called, you and Corbett went through it. We threw a fit. Oh, more so Corbett because he's a Bears fan. But I was just nonchalantly throwing a fit because they got robbed of a chance to win the game. And I think they had the momentum, and I think they would have won the game, believe it or not. I think just the Browns, I just feel like, and they're on the road. No one expects them to win. Everyone thinks they're going to tank the season. They won. They're winning. And I think they're going to win again.
Simple as that. Now, are you going to be a hater again, Renault?
Oh, no.
Because I believe the Giants off a bye.
Giants off a bye. Brian Dable, good coach. Saquon's game, he got rest. Bro, nah. And I think Damian Pierce is on an injury report with a shoulder and a chest, and the defense of the freaking Giants is going to blitz the whole damn day, and it's going to be a long day for the Houston Texans. Give me the Giants. I'm usually, I guess, a hater, but I'm labeled as a Giants hater, but I'm not. But I will definitely go with the Giants to win this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's lying. He's definitely a hater. But let's go Giants. Word. As simple as that. You said everything I need to say. And yeah, these games when they match up, it's all right, cool. We say the same thing. It's only when we disagree that the show takes forever. But so far we only disagreed in week 1 of the Thursday night game. Let's hold on. Now, come on. All right, listen. let me get up. Let me adjust myself real quick. Hold on. See the muscles? Oh no, you don't have to. We don't. Okay, fine. Whatever. It's fine. So, went to my first Saints home game on Monday night. Firstly, New Orleans. I love you as a city. Love you guys. Love you as a city. That was a pathetic ass performance. Pathetic ass performance on Monday Night Football. So, you got the church bells ringing across the street from me. It's a damn shame because the Ravens were not. They were gettable. The Ravens were gettable. As my camera quality just went to shit.
You gotta relax.
No, shut up. You guys were. They were. First quarter was not. Anyone wasn't really moving the ball. It was a defensive struggle. Even in the second half, we had chances to move the ball and run the ball. But Roquan Smith, shout out to the Baltimore defense. And the Steelers defense is just as a little bit less, but and TJ Watt might be coming back too. Obviously, I'm going to pick the Saints because that's my team. I ride with them. I die with them. It's like you live by the 3, you die by the 3. However, this is something I want to keep in mind. Andy Dalton was great. He was great. He did his thing. He's not it. We already knew he wasn't it as a long-term solution anyway. He lacks that oomph. He lacks that pizzazz. He lacks that gumption from a quarterback. He says the right things. He does the right things. But maybe because it was prime time and we're just giving him a hard time because he's like 6-20 in his last 26 primetime games. He's not good on primetime. But man, I thought he would show up to the occasion. Kamara tried to get his. Olave tried to get his. He meant and I think the throw and the play that summarizes this most. It's second and goal. We are driving with 30 seconds left. No timeouts in the first half. He has a wide open Callaway and misses him. Wide open in the end zone. Nobody's covering him. And just straight up misses. You want to have a quarterback. Oh, you want to start Andy Dalton because he's not going to turn the ball over. Guess what? Had another pick. Had another pick on Monday. You want to start Andy Dalton because he has a great completion percentage. He was 60%. Why start somebody who holds you back? Well, yeah, Jameis Winston. I've been saying this for a while. Jameis Winston might turn the ball over. He might just be a clown, and he's an hilarious player, hilarious person. I love him to death. But he gives you a little bit more something. He gives you something that a lot of people don't have. He gives you heart. Andy Dalton wants to play. He wants to win games. But Jameis, man, there's an affection about him. When he comes into the when he's in the stadium, people cheer for him. They love Jameis. I love him. Shit. And this might be one of those games against the Steelers where whoever plays the Ravens or Steelers the week after, they typically lose because they get destroyed. They just get bullied and beat up and shit like that. But give me the Saints to win. But I'm calling for a quarterback change. I gotta see Jameis Winston over Andy Dalton because right now, what do we have to lose? What do we got to lose? Jameis is healthy. Jameis was a starter for a reason week 1 and for the first couple of weeks. He's healthy now. His back's good. His ankle's fine. Put him back in. But give me the Saints to win. Steelers are off a bye and at home. But obviously, as a Saints fan, I got to go with the Saints. Go, do it. I know. Hey, we don't deserve it.
Nah. Because it's fuck the Steelers on this side. I'm going with the Saints. If Alvin Kamara gets more touches, literally, it's not hard. Literally, it's not that difficult. Instead of designing plays for Taysom Hill, those plays should be going to Kamara. I think y'all was in the red zone and Taysom Hill. I was like, oh, there goes a Kamara touchdown because that's usually how it goes. But obviously something's not wrong. Like your defense, if it wasn't Lamar and it was any other quarterback, you had that was like at least 4 or 5 sacks you guys had on Monday night. But Lamar is Lamar, and he makes those plays regularly. Can he pick it? Can he pick its interceptions? Can he interceptions? It is no. He's not it. He's not good. He's either him or Mitch. I'm not a Mitch Trubisky. Neither of them are it. So I expect the defense to show up, and I expect the running game to show up. Even if TJ Watt plays, I know that'll be Energizer Bunny and gives it at home, but no, I think if the defense plays well, because who they gotta be scared of? Najee Harris. No, I have him on fantasy team, but his track record of the season has not been good. Has not been good. Now, your Saints are susceptible to the run, but defensive line of the Steelers is not that good. So I expect y'all to put the pressure on the Steelers, and I think you guys win the game outright. Blind faith, but fuck the Steelers. Wait, Broncos at the Titans. We are smoking that Nathaniel Hackett packet always. Except for moments like these, because this is one of the hard ones for me, only because I know we've spoken that the Hackett packet, but the court, Derrick Henry can't do it himself. But they played great defense against the Chiefs. Like I know the stats of 400 yards or whatever, but it took them throwing it damn near 70 times for the Chiefs to win that game. I think they beat the Broncos. I think they beat the Broncos and expand the lead in the division. I think King Henry goes for $150, and because if they try to ECF go that crazy against them in London, nah, Derrick Henry gotta go. If not that, more than that, because he's still the best running back in the game, and it's a damn shame that he's rolling up in Tennessee when they know that he can only make it to the freaking playoffs. But give me the Titans.
Yo, this is not an eventful show. All right, yo, we out here agreeing a lot, son.
You suck, nigga.
You suck, dude.
You suck, nigga. All right.
Everything you said, I think Malik Willis. It's hard. Any quarterback goes into Arrowhead.
For your first start, second start, but
any quarterback. Sure. Any quarterback going into Arrowhead, regardless if you're a seasoned pro or a first-year rookie, it's gonna be tough. And when you have receivers selling on you, they can't catch the ball, you can't really throw the ball that well. Now the Broncos have a fantastic defense, fantastic, but they can't stop the run. And what do the Titans want to do the most? They want to run the ball, they want to control a lot of scrimmage, and having Broncos trading Bradley Chubb. They don't really have an impact pass rusher. So I'm not saying Malik Willis is going to throw for 300 yards. But I am going to say Derrick Henry gets to them things because that's what he does. He's one of the best running backs ever. So, especially in our generation. So, yeah. That's it. Now, this might be the week. This might be this 4 o'clock window. Three games. Not great. Not great. Starting with Colts, Raiders. Colts fired Frank Reich.
Jeff Saturday, coach.
Saturday against Josh McDaniels.
Both terrible. Well, I can't say terrible coach for Jeff Saturday, but terrible coach and Josh McDaniels. He definitely. Bro. Well, I'm sorry, I'm still on this, bro. But he's blown multiple 17-point leads, and y'all can say the same thing about the Ravens. But that was because of our defense. They're blowing leads because of both sides of the ball. Being too conservative, they was up 20-3, and they want to put the foam niggas next, and they let the Jacks come back, and they can't stop the run. Yeah, that's coaching. That's coaching. He played second time. He's a second-time coach. and he's proven why he's going to be nothing more than an offensive coordinator for the rest of his career if he can't get this shit right.
Yeah. So I got the Colts, man. I think the Colts. Something about new coaches, man. A new voice. Something. Hey. Yeah. It might not be immediate. It might not be immediate. They might lose this game, but like the next week, there might be a little something in the water. And I think Jonathan Taylor, as much shit as we give him, I think Jonathan Taylor might come back this week. I don't know. I have no idea what the injury report says. But I think if the Raiders can't stop the run, whoever runs the ball for, like I think Quentin Nelson leads the charge. Jeff Saturday being a former center might inspire. Hey, that offensive line for the Colts might be like, all right, we gotta get our shit together. Let's like bully up. And Sam Ehlinger, yeah, he got sacked 9 times against the Patriots. 9. But damn. The Raiders have had Max Crosby, and that's it. They just released Jonathan Abram, one of the better safeties in the league. Well, I guess not because he's been ass.
Packers picked him up.
Right, Packers picked him up. So it's just one of those things. It was like, damn, who the hell do the Raiders got?
They got Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and that's all you need. Give me the Raiders. Word. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him, man. Stop playing with him. Now, this game right here. This is another one of my. Does Aaron Rodgers turn back the clock and have like a vintage Aaron Rodgers performance? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. Yo, I know they're home, and we both love chaos on the show. And if the Packers win, boy, the pundits is smoking that Cowboys pack crazy. But Aaron Jones is injured. They don't. Dobbs is out with the high ankle sprain. Like they lost. I think Campbell. It wasn't Campbell. It was one of their Rashawn Gary out for the year. Like the defense is getting injured. The offense is getting injured. They have no continuity. It's pandemonium in Green Bay, and Cowboys are off a bye week. They've got more time to, get healthy. Micah Parsons is going to continue his Defensive Player of the Year train, and I just think that it'll be a brief reunion for Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers. Give me the pack. I say give me the pack. Give me the Cowboys, better.
It's nothing because some of these picks, is head of a heart or heart of a head. Get a feeling like the Browns Dolphins. That was a heart. That one's like heart, but you can visualize it happening, right? And even the Jags Chiefs, I'm like, there's a way the Chiefs can win. I mean, the Chiefs can lose. Run the ball and all that stuff, right? Most of the games that we pick, there's a way that other teams can win, and like no game is supposed to be a blowout. Well, when I saw this spread earlier, this early night, I literally woke up from my nap at 7:45. I saw that the spread was only 5 points for Dallas.
There's something that they know that we don't know.
Give me the Cowboys, man. The Packers just look done. And they said it themselves, this is the 5th game that they've lost. They've lost to New York, both New Yorks. They lost to both New York teams, which, it's not necessarily a shame because considering their records now. Then they lost to the Commanders. And then they lost to Buffalo, which, again, not necessarily a shame. But you only put up 9 points against the worst defense in the league in Detroit. 9. The Saints put up 13 against one of the best defenses in the league. Hold on. I'll take it.
Garbage time.
Don't give a damn. The Cowboys have arguably top 2, but not 2 defense.
Yeah.
Hey, the last game that they've showed was notwithstanding because Chicago was able to move the ball a lot. They just couldn't stop them.
But the Packers can't run the ball.
Where Packers don't want to run the ball. The Packers don't. They want to pass the ball with Aaron Rodgers. So give me the Cowboys until the Packers get their shit together. I am not picking them on this show. Until they can show me that they can commit to running the ball, because you got to be balanced. We talk about this. We talked about it with fans from New Orleans in the Saints Superdome. We talked about it. You got to be balanced for every team, not just juggernauts like Mike Tyson, like the Bills. You can see the Bills have kinks in their armor. Why? They can't run the ball. The Bucks can't run the ball. The Rams can't run the ball. The Chiefs, pseudo, can't run the ball, except for Patrick Mahomes himself. There are teams that are the best in the league, and a lot of them don't want to run the ball. It starts in the trenches every single week, and the Cowboys do a fantastic job at running the ball with Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott. And the Packers apparently can't stop anybody either. So until they can show me, give me the Cowboys.
Okay.
Look, just said, look, saying that it's gross me out. But Cardinals and Rams, I'm gonna keep it short. I got upset. I got Cards. I got Cardinals winning.
So,
And
you I thought you was fuck Cliff on this side.
it is fuck Cliff on this side. However, Matthew Stafford into concussion protocol during practice. So, and he's been, yeah. I called for Matt Ryan. I called for Tom Brady. I've been also saying the same. Carson Wentz. I'm saying the same thing about Matt Stafford. He doesn't look great. He doesn't. He looks trash right now. And I think that the Cardinals can move the ball. They can move the ball. They can't stop a lot of people, but they can move the ball. And they can't stop the run. That is facts. They cannot stop the run. But I just said it literally 2 minutes ago. The Rams don't want to run the ball. They can't. Darrell Henderson, the fall from grace that he had, they should have traded Cam Akers, but sucks to be them. Kyron Williams hasn't been shown at all. I don't know why they don't want to put the rookie in. Shout out Notre Dame. It's until the Rams can show me that they want to run the ball. Like, I might be fading them too. And next week they play against the Saints, who don't allow a lot of rushers unless you're like the Ravens, who their identity is to run the ball. Like the Ravens are gonna run on anybody, right? So yeah, we gave up like 150, 160 yards rushing on Monday. Oh damn! It made me feel worse for them. But 190 yards rushing to a Lamar Jackson led rushing attack. Like, yeah, that's gonna happen. The Eagles want to run the ball. Like, they have the facility, they have the personnel to run the ball. But the Rams, they want to just throw the ball 50 times to Cooper and give the ball to Cooper Kupp. Cardinals are like, all right, we'll let you do that, but we can score on you. That's fine. So Cardinals, they can run the ball. And that all so much for the Aaron Donald. He showed up last week, but Jalen Ramsey, where you been at? Bobby Wagner, supposed to be a prize free agent or trade. He did block a punt, but
that's a field goal, fire field goal. Same shit.
Defensively, where have you been at? So Cards upset. Give me the Cards on the road. Well, not really on the road because the Rams don't have a home field advantage. Yeah, give me the Cards.
I'm going with the Rams, bro. I just can't imagine Cliff Kingsbury beating the Rams. I'm like, no, I just don't. And Kyler Murray's not right. He's getting more and more irate as the weeks go on, and we're seeing that. And I'm like, that's a turnoff. He keeps yelling at DeAndre Hopkins. It's gonna take a little while before D Hop snaps back at him, because he's about that life. And you know, and then Buda Baker having whole like emotional Jarvis Landry speeches. Like, yo, that team's in turmoil. That team's in flux. I don't know. I don't want to see that team as like a team. I know Matt Stafford's on a concussion protocol, Kyler Murray's also injured. He's also injured too. I think he's dealing with like a leg injury, a hamstring or a leg or ankle, something like that. And hey, man, if he's not gonna run the ball, it's gonna be a repeat of what happened last playoffs, where they just clamped him up the whole game. And I know D Hop was out for the playoff game, but hey, I'm wrong with the Rams because hey, if Matt Stafford's not in, who knows? He might be checking out of the runs, and maybe Cam Akers gets more touches than he's gotten, and he definitely deserves. And they play good defense, and they lock in. So, but yeah, Sunday night though, Chargers at the 49ers, and earlier before all the injuries for both sides, when the schedules came out, everyone looked at this game like, oh, this is a great game right here. This definitely has potential to be one of the best games of the year. Now, not so much. But hey, you still got Jay Herbo. You still got Austin Eckler. You still got Ritz on the back. And Joey Bosa might come back. But all that said, I'm going with the 49ers. Why? Because they're getting healthier. They're off a bye week. That means another week of Christian McCaffrey in the system. Elijah Mitchell's coming back as well. So they have like a little 1-2 punch there. Debo's coming back. Like it's their team is peaking at the right time towards the second, because now this is now the second half of the season. So now they're peaking right now, and they're just gonna probably is gonna be close in the beginning, but eventually the 49ers are gonna be too much overwhelming for the Chargers. And Brandon Staley keeps making questionable calls and almost blowing leads and almost blowing games. Or they almost lost to the Falcons. Dicker, the kicker, clutched up, and Austin Eckler, he almost lost him the game because the big man didn't fumble himself. They would have lost that game because Young Wei Koo is a pretty good kicker. So, but I think everyone is going to be sleeping on the Chargers. I don't think it's going to be close, but at a certain point, the 49ers is just going to run away with it because they still can. Chargers' one weakness has always been a weakness. They can never stop the run. And the 49ers, schematically and personnel-wise, they excel at running the ball. And I think CMC goes off, Debo goes off. The whole team itself, they just click on all cylinders under the bright lights at home, off a bye. The elements is just there for the 49ers to win this game.
Hey, man, you make compelling points. You make fantastic points. C-Mac, Debo, George Kittle, But they don't got that dog in them. They don't have that dog in them that Justin Herbert has, bro. He elevates his team in the bright lights, man. He elevates. And they're fucking underdogs by 7, bro. 7? Justin Herbert? 7? Nah. Come on now. No. I don't have any faith in Keenan Allen. I should not have never drafted him on my fantasy team. I don't know when the hell he's coming back. That's for sure. What I do know, Austin Eckler, that's that boy. He's just as white as he is black. Hold on. So give me the Chargers in an upset. It's not really an upset because everyone in the beginning of the season was like, oh, this game can go any way. I still believe that the Chargers are one of the best teams in the AFC. I still believe that. So give me the Chargers to win. And lastly, Monday Night Football. Bum, 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 bum. Commanders and Eagles. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Eagles go undefeated. No, they do not. But they beat the Commanders. The Commanders are ass. With Taylor, Heineke. That's it. I think that the Eagles are one of the best teams ever constructed. Defense, legit. Offense, legit. However, I will say they can get ran on.
That's only because Jordan Davis was out. I ain't gonna lie.
That's only because Jordan Davis is out. Fair. But if the Commanders want to win this game, lean into Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson. Lean into that. Lean into the run game. Make it a a competitive fight and not the week 2 matchup. Because week 2, y'all guys got blitzed and ran through the freaking door with Devontae Smith and also AJ Brown. I think the Eagles, they don't have a loss coming for a few weeks, but until then, Jalen Hurts MVP. This might be his moment. He hasn't had a primetime game yet. Everyone like Josh Allen had a primetime game against
week 2 week 2 against the Vikings.
Oh, he did, yeah, week 2 against the Vikings. Not so long ago. Everyone forgets that. But now it's like this is the beginning of the season. Can the Eagles continue? And they've continued. They maintained. They even got better. So I think that this is Monday Night Football. Eyes will be on him, and he's gonna have a show.
I'm going with the Eagles with the caveat of an upset alert. Like it's like an alert on your phone, one of those, like an Amber Alert. You gotta respond and make action, make haste. Something in my spirit is saying I'm gonna go with the Eagles because I'm who I'm leaning with, but this is not like a Jags like have the elements to beat the Chiefs, which they do. It's not one of those. It's more of a feeling that they let one slip. And if it was Carson Wentz, no, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have this feeling. But something about Taylor, Heineke, the team rallies behind him. Similar to the way the Eagles rally behind Jalen Hurts, the Commanders, name redacted football team, whatever, they rally behind this young man. And something tells me it's going to be very close, and Jalen Hurts is going to have to make a play. This is similar to the Cooper Rush thing that I said a couple weeks ago, where a lot of pundits don't think the Eagles are like serious yet because of who they played, but it's also how they've won. They've never really had, unless I guess we were talking about the Jags earlier in the year where they were down 14-0 and then they had to come back. That aside, there hasn't really been moments where their backs was against the wall and they had to lock the fuck in. And they might be low-key undermining the Commanders because who they play next week? They play the
Colts.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's barbecue chicken. But I don't know. I feel like they're down for a letdown. Now, can you get down with that? Sucker. Nah. But yeah, give me the Eagles though, but definitely a wary upset alert, Amber Alert on your phone. Before we move on to the spreads, lock in before I tweak out candidates of the week are, for me, Justin Fields. Not a negative. This is not this one right here is not a negative. This is a positive one. Because you had 3 straight great weeks statistically. He hasn't turned the ball over a lot. I think he had 1 pick in like the last 3 games. He hasn't turned the ball over. They ran the ball well. This is a game that you're supposed to win, that you're slotted to win, that everyone has their favorite in these sport books, all that. You got to show up now. Not like you're on the stage. You've gotten the respect. Now solidify that and prove to everyone that has your support that you deserve the support and play another not a perfect game, but another great game like you did last week against the Dolphins, which you should have won. Continue that momentum there. Second one is the Saints. Actually, no. Yeah, the Saints, but I'm going to leave that to you. I will say
Well, since you think, I'm gonna say the Saints. Simple whole team. And I am because Kenny Pickett, rookie. Saints defense experience should be able to obliterate him. Should be able to take care of barbecue chicken, take care of him. Offensively, it's a simple. This is where our season lies. You're 3-6. 3-6. A lot of people, including myself, thought you would be 6-3 at this point. Thought you would, beat the games that you've lost, with the exception of Monday night. Exception of Monday night. You lost to the Cardinals off of pick sixes. Bad quarterback play. The Bengals, you got too cute, got too conservative. Took your foot off the gas. There have been games that we could have won, and we should have won, but we did not. We have to lock the fuck in. If you want to make a playoff run, if you want to make the playoff push right now in a weak ass NFC, this is where you make your stand. Mike Tomlin, hey, love you, but fuck you this week. Let's make a fucking stand. Let's go Saints. Lock the fuck in before I tweak out. I'm still gonna be a fan, but man, y'all making it hard every single week. Why you put me through these trials and tribulations every single week? Except for the Raiders game, which is the best, most complete game we've played all season. Let's duplicate that performance, because Kenny Pickett ain't no Lamar Jackson. Mitch Trubisky ain't no Lamar Jackson. The Steelers can't run the ball with Najee Harris. The offensive line for the Steelers is ass. The defensive line, TJ Watt aside, is ass. Kamara should be able to feast on these boys. And if not now, then when?
Okay.
Ghost, man. But lock the fuck in before I tweak out.
All right, so I got the Raiders and the Chiefs both having to lock in. Raiders, because if they lose this game, it's already looking slim. It's similar to what you said about saying, if not now, then when? Because they're 2-6. Everyone, like literally, you got in the NFC, in the AFC East alone, Bills, the Jets, the Dolphins,
and Patriots.
And the Patriots is like they got 5 wins. So all teams are above 500. NFC North, Ravens, Bengals. And in the South, the Titans. And the Jags who beat you because they're still alive. Colts are dead. Titans. Texans are dead. And then in the West, Chargers, Chiefs. Broncos, no. I gotta see it. I don't see it right now, but so that's like 10 teams fighting for 7 spots. And now you guys. So if y'all don't win now, when? Josh McDaniels, your job is on the line. I am not bullshitting you. Devontae Adams left Green Bay for this. I guarantee you, if he's in Green Bay, they definitely are 500 or better. Because that's how good he is. They got to lock in. Because the Colts are in shambles. They got a new coach. Like, bro, it's a lot going on in Indianapolis. Raiders, y'all got to lock in. And the Chiefs, only for the simple fact that y'all didn't play your best brand of football. Y'all didn't play Chiefs football last week. They got it out ugly. And there's definitely elements from this game that y'all had against the Titans that the Jags can exploit if they can, like I said earlier, ignite that flame. If they can get it right, they definitely can sweep the rug from right under you and beat you at home. And I know you're trying to compete for that 1 seed because you want the players to go through Arrowhead. You gotta compete with the Ravens, the Bills who beat you guys. Hell, even the Dolphins have a chance to sneak up and get the 1 seed. Hell, even the Titans still. I know they got beat them, but like, yo, Titans schedule's kind of easy. Like, yo, Chiefs gotta play out another good game because y'all played the 49ers great, and then y'all let this happen. Like what? Like, we need more consistency because it's been lately ups and downs, ups and flows. I know Patrick Mahomes is the favorite to win MVP right now. I don't know. So those are my 3 people. Justin Fields himself, because I just want the consistency again to see it again. That was more like that's for the love. The rest, I gotta lock the fuck in because the Raiders, y'all lose, your season's over. and the Chiefs y'all lose, or if y'all win but don't have like the best showing, is going to raise a lot of question marks and a lot of red flags for your organization. So those are my 3 candidates this week.
My second one. I mean, hey, it hasn't. Hey, it's been. Hey, this is inspiration, right? Inspiration. Aaron Rodgers. Enough said. Right? Right? You know, I don't have to explain myself. I shouldn't have to explain myself. And then I'm gonna go with the sneaky one, which we were already gonna understand. I'm gonna go with the Giants. The similar reason why you picked Justin Fields. Hey, you guys are off a bye. You guys are 6-2. Everyone, including myself, is loving what we're seeing from Brian Daboll and Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jones not turning the ball over. But the last time you played, you only put up 9 points against Seattle. Now, Seattle's defense is good. You know, it's solid. But it's not like overbearing. It's not like top tier. You're going against the Texans. If you guys want to be a serious team, make it 7-2. Take care of business at home, off a bye, against the Texans. The sorry ass Texans. Going for the number one pick once again. So got this. Take care of business. It's not like an indictment. This one isn't like a bad one. Oh my God, you've been poor. No, it's the opposite. You guys have been fantastic. But show it consistently. Be the team that we know you can be and take care of the easy-ish games. No game is easy in the NFL. No game is supposed to. It's not. No, it's any given Sunday. No statement's ever true. Truer than that. But take care of business. Lock in. All of you lock in before we take out Justin Fields, the Saints as a whole organization, the Raiders, Chiefs, Aaron Rodgers, and the Giants. Y'all have to lock in before we tweak out. And we will be right back.
Another Kill production.
I guarantee it. Drew Marshall. Guarantee. Guarantee. 4 zip. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4.
Welcome back, y'all. It's gonna be obviously the second half is always the quicker half because we already talked about who we think is gonna win the games. Now is where we make the money. But then you already know the vibes. If you lose, do not blame us. But when you win, because you're inevitably going to win some of the bets. If you take bits and pieces from our predictions and you put it into your own parlay, I guarantee you definitely would have won something by now. So when you win, bless the group with a subscription, sharing this video, liking it, helping the Shabazz name rise into the YouTube ranks. We trying to get the sponsors. Shout, Game Time, hit me up. FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings, set us up. Stop playing. But I digress. Falcons at Panthers tomorrow night. Falcons are favored by 3 points. Naturally, you say the Panthers is going to win, so you stick by that.
I do. Panthers +3.
Awesome sauce. I am going with the Falcons -3. I feel like if it probably I think 6 or 7 is probably the range for me. I think the Falcons will win. I definitely is a backside cover possibility, but I'll go with the Falcons -3. All right, London. I said London. Germany. Munich. Sorry. Like I know. Oh, I got travel.
God.
I don't leave nowhere, but I don't be nowhere but New York, man. Stop playing with me.
Cultured swines. I swear to God. I'm dead.
You dog, so
Munich?
you?
No.
So you? Nah. So
Munich.
Seahawks at the Bucks. Bucks are the home team in this matchup, favored by 3 points. We both got the upset. I feel like Seahawks right now playing a great brand of football, defense, playing hard, running the ball, and DK Tyler Lockett are still studs. So, hey man, give me let's go Seahawks. Oh, I said Seahawks. Just said Seahawks. Seahawks +3. +3. Awesome sauce. Vikings and Bills 3.5. Tall order.
Word.
To the Vikings. What are you talking about? Cause I see, I'm so icy, I'm so icy, I'm so icy.
Vikings +3.5. We record these shows on Wednesday. Keep that in mind. Now, Josh Allen might be playing, might not be playing, might take the day off, but the fact that he's injured with the elbow definitely is a concern. So going with Minnesota, 1 p.m. Kirk Cousins.
The GOAT.
We got Lions at Bears at Chicago. Justin Football Fields. He lights the world on fire. But the Lions have a great team offensively. Defensively, not so much. But offensively, they have a great team. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Definitely one of my locks of the week. I know we're skipping ahead. The over in this game is cashing. Over, I don't know let me see the over real quick. I think the over is like 48.5, which I'm like, no, no, can't. Hold on, I got you right now. It is, damn it, I thought it was logged in already. I logged back into FanDuel, got the Face ID. Hold on. Over 48.5. Come on, that's cashing. That is cashing. Over 48.5 in the Bears game. Yeah, that's cashing for sure. So give me the Bears. Bears -3.
Okay. Jags and Chiefs -9.5. That spread is too high, and y'all know my motto with overs and all that shit. I'm going with this Chiefs money line. They probably win. Backside cover is a high possibility, and yeah, this is gonna be if y'all watch Get Right with Nick Wright, it's gonna be a very odd show because the prince that basically is like the prince that was promised is Nick's favorite player. Oh, don't know, fuck that was right. Hey man, but yeah, Nick's favorite player is Trevor Lawrence. His favorite team was the Chiefs. I don't know. It's gonna be very, very touring of his heart. Browns and Dolphins.
We both got the upset.
Let's go with the upset. Going with the Browns +3.5 as well. Even if they lose, I think they keep it close. Texans and Giants. That 5.5 is a lot because both teams offensively are pretty offensive. Saquon is Saquon. Cardiac kids, they probably won't need to be cardiac kids this game. They probably Texans probably have like an early lead, but then after like first drive or two, but then after that the Giants just roll them. 5.5 is a lot, so I'll just say the Giants just win the game outright.
I think Giants, I think they cover. Saints are favored on the road.
Surprisingly,
we've won 1 game on the road against Atlanta, week 1. But we going to make it 2.
okay.
Broncos at Titans. I'm gonna take Titans -2.5. Derrick Henry. Enough said.
Yeah, bro. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Oof. Next, Colts at Raiders. Colts, I got the Colts winning outright, but I'm gonna pick the Colts +5.5 to save my money, save my bets. Hold on. Definitely tease it up to +6 to +11, just in case.
I'll just go Raiders money line. I feel like Raiders, they are the better team right now. But would I be surprised if they lost? Yes, but I got faith. Cowboys and Packers +5. Now, this was an odd ass spread because normally the team that's on the rails like the Packers would probably be like a -7, a touchdown. But part of me is like, yeah, does Aaron Rodgers do a backside cover? He could. But nah, I go with the Packers money line. That's the Packers. Cowboys money line. Just because 5. I don't know, man.
I agree, actually. The Cowboys, they're the type of team that can keep it close for no reason. You can look in the fourth quarter like, oh snap, oh this is a letdown game for the Cowboys. Why are they selling right now? And then the other hand is like, nope, it could be a blowout. But I think Cowboys win. I'm not so confident about the cover 5.5 because Aaron Rodgers is still, even though he was on the locked in list, he's still a bad man. Cardinals at Rams. I got the Cards to win straight up, but I'm gonna pick +1.5. Hey, you ever hey +1.5? Hold on. Hey, a miss 2-point conversion. They might try to win and they lose by one. I'm cool like that. That's why I'm cool like that.
Okay. All right. Chargers 49ers -7. That's a lot. That is a lot. Now, I did say it'll probably be close in like third quarter to blow them out, but that's still a lot. 7 is a whole touchdown. Justin Herbert got that dog in him, like you said, Nacho. So I'll just say 49ers money line. Just I'm good off that. And then the Commanders at the Eagles, 10.5. That's too much. That is too much. I'm going with the Psych, I lied. Eagles money line. Come on, you know me. I never do +10. Like that's what I started with the Packers against the Bills, but Commanders, they I don't know, man. Hey, man. Backside cover is definitely a possibility, but give me the Eagles money line.
I got Eagles money line. Well, this might be a down game that you talk about. That feeling in your stomach, but I think the Commanders, they don't got the firepower to keep up. But yeah, what are some of your? Ooh,
now it's time for locks of the week, right?
Yeah. Also, we talked about it last time. We couldn't really get into week 9, but week 8. Hey, King Henry went over 200 yards. Kamara got in the end zone 3 times. We said twice. JT didn't get the 200 yards. But what are some? One of my locks is Bears over 40.5. That game is going to be an offensive explosion with Justin Fields. So that's one. And the other one, if not now, then when? Saints, man. Saints locking in. They get their shit together. Ooh, that's terrible. Terrible color.
Why on my color? Why on my tab?
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
All right.
Word.
I got Giants money line is a lock this week. Cowboys money line is a lock this week. Bears -3 is pseudo because this is why he's on the lock-in list because there's definitely a propensity to like have a letdown. That's pretty much it because everything else I'm like I don't know, but in terms of like stats and stuff, I definitely foresee King Henry going for $150 and 2 tubs. 150 and 2 TDs. That's one. And then another one is actually hold on. Trying to think. In a losing effort, ETN has the best game of his career. I think he goes for like I can't spell his name. Whatever.
Let's do ETN.
Actually, not even him. Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker goes for $150 and 2 tubs.
And 2 tubs.
As well against the trash Tampa defense. Those are my 2 locks of the week. I think that happens, and I'll be a happy man if it does.
Fair enough. One player lock, I'd say. Oh, I got one. I'd say Kyler Murray gets like this kind of stat line. Okay, gets 250 passing, 100 rushing, and 3 total TDs.
Okay.
It's a
Wow.
weird stat line because it's typically what he can do, but the 3 touchdowns, I think one of them will definitely be a rushing touchdown. And I kind of need it because I go against Moosey in fantasy. But fuck Moosey this week. He's a good friend, but fuck him. Otherwise, man, we back regular scheduled. Yeah. Is there any closing thoughts you got, Renault, before we close off?
I got one more lock. I think home is a reach. It's a reach. But he had a bad game last week. So his standard, he had the yards, but he had to throw 70 damn times to get it. He goes for 500 and 5 touchdowns.
Cool.
Against the Jags. And
whoa.
I think so. No, I'll be more realistic. I'll say 400 and 3 total touchdowns. Because he'll probably get a rushing touchdown as well. So 400, 3 total touchdowns. Similar to Kyler Murray, but 400 passing yards and 3 total touchdowns. That's my predictions. But that's honestly all I have. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I know this last week was heartbreaking for you guys. You couldn't see our handsome faces, but I had one of the best weekends of my life. I don't regret leaving you guys, abandoning you guys for the whole week. That's all I got on my side. I'm happy. I'm content with life, and shit is lit. We have it on my side. We're gonna make some fucking money this week, man. I got some teasers. I was
gonna say before we actually head out, so huge.
Oh, what the hell?
Funny. I like his name, Hugh Jackson. Nice. Pollard, James Conner. Go with Tony Pollard for sure. James Conner hasn't been it. He hasn't been getting into red zone for the Cardinals. I don't know what's going on. He's a good running back, but he hasn't been producing. So give me Tony Pollard. D. Johnson versus R. Moore. Randall Moore. Randall Moore is hurt. He's dealing with an injury due practice. Deontay Johnson though, I don't know.
Mark is Marshawn Lattimore injured.
Yeah, he hurt with an abdomen, but he didn't hopefully he come back to practice this week, but it's a short week, so who knows. I'd probably lean toward Randall Moore only because it's Kenny Pickett throwing Johnson the ball, and right now Pickens. Yeah, you got Pickens. I think start Pickens actually. I think Pickens.
Yeah, Pickens is the better. He's better right now than.
Wide receivers are rough. That's for sure. But I definitely think Pollard over James Conner. I think more over Johnson. But if you have Pickens, put Pickens in. Wait, that's like this is as a Saints fan. I think Pickens goes off for a little bit.
But huge direction. Funny name, great name. Go to YouTube, hit up Shabazz TV, the same thing, and subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you. But any final words before we depart?
Hey man, let's make this money.
All right. Shabazz. That's 90 Baps. We are the Baptiste Bros. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend. We'll see this last comment. All right, thanks, boys. We'll do. Appreciate you, my brother in faith. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday for a review in the first time in 3 weeks. What the hell's going on with us? What's going on?
Weeks.
Huh?
It'll just be 2 weeks from now.
We gotta be dramatic on this side. but we'll see you guys on Saturday stream, Fortnite streams. See you guys. And peace.
Sure, guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
It's funny, I know about it. Certain to somebody. Sometimes